Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we have a sovereign citizen who doesn't realize he's a sovereign citizen and loses his car in the confusion, so let's begin.
Hey, shut the door. Come back here. Come back here.
What's going on?
Hey, pulled you over. Take your hands out of your pockets.
Okay.
Pulled you over today.
Okay.
Because you have a suspended driver's license. I ran your tags.
Okay.
And I found that the registered owner of this car
Nothing to do with
driver's license and registered owner.
You say what?
Take your hands out of your pockets, please.
Okay, no.
I ran your tags.
Okay, I understand that, but don't put your hand on me.
Don't reach your hand.
Okay,
Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Just settle down. Yeah, we're allowed to. Why? You want me to explain to you why?
I know that you cannot do that.
You want me to explain to you why?
You cannot do that, sir. Why do you need my keys?
Why do you need my keys? You're about to catch a criminal charge. Why? Because you're detained for a traffic offense and you're not allowed to leave. You're under arrest for driving on a suspended driver's license.
That's not a criminal offense.
It's a traffic offense.
It's a traffic offense, not a criminal offense.
Criminal offense. It's a misdemeanor in Arkansas State.
No, that's not a misdemeanor.
Okay. So just lean against this. Do it. We don't have to talk.
Misdemeanor.
Okay. Well, quit. Tighten up.
I'm not tightening up.
Okay. You're about to find your way in a set of handcuffs. Okay. Just settle down.
Okay.
Just settle down.
Okay. Am I being detained?
Yes. You're under arrest.
What's your RAS?
What is RAS?
Reasonable suspicion of driving on a suspended license, Charles.
That's illegal. You can't do that.
Well, he ain't wrong because it's illegal to operate a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license in all 50 states. Now these two officers are a trip, and you can tell it's not their first time dealing with a full-time finger painter.
That's not even Yes, it is. Because you have to be the traffic offense before you get up to the traffic stop.
Hey, don't argue with silly stuff. I'm not going to argue with silly stuff.
See you there.
Okay. Mr. Terry. Mr. Terry.
Yes. So what? Okay. So y'all are arresting me for suspended driver license that I don't have.
Oh my goodness, these people need to stop talking to police if they're gonna continue to snitch on themselves because yes, Charles, you're getting arrested for driving with the license that you just admitted you don't have. Come here.
Come here. Walk right over here. Okay. So that's you.
1649.
Okay, you got behind my car.
Suspended.
Okay, I'm suspended. I didn't. Okay, you're saying I'm suspended.
Yeah, your driver's
but I
license.
haven't did anything criminal.
So I ran your license plate.
But that's not criminal.
I ran your license. It's a misdemeanor in the state of Arkansas.
It's not criminal, man.
Okay, well, I'm not going to argue this.
I studied law for 10 years. That's not criminal.
Oh great, another law scholar who studied for decades but still doesn't understand why you can be pulled over for a traffic infraction. So yeah, I'm calling __ on him having 10 years of studying anything other than the taste of crayons.
Alright, well right now you're under arrest for driving off suspended driver's license. And I'm not going to have this silly argument anymore, okay?
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what is all this about.
Well, I've told you 15 times.
Okay, can I call my wife?
No, you cannot. I'm going to put this right on my seat, okay? Is there anything in your car that can get you in trouble? Any weapons? No, I'm towing your vehicle per departmental policy. No, you can't. Go back over there, please.
He's got to drive my car. He said he's going to drive my car back.
He cannot?
Why not?
Because per department policy, I have to tow your vehicle.
Why? I mean, y'all just towing my car?
Enter 605. Start me another unit over here, please. Yeah, I'll get you a supervisor.
Can I get a supervisor? I don't want to talk to a supervisor because I don't understand this.
What don't you understand? You were caught driving without a license. They have a policy of towing away your car to serve as a detractor from you committing that same offense in the future. I know it sucks, but the solution is commonsensical. Get a _ driver's license.
6416, Colonel Glenn, DeCoin Laundromat. Your presence is being requested, sir.
That doesn't make any sense. Y'all just jump behind my car. Y'all jump behind my car.
So you have no reasonable expectation of privacy.
Run my car for no reason. Y'all had no. I wasn't speaking. I wasn't speaking. That case just I went for your court to throw me in handcuffs.
We'll explain it to you about 15 seconds, Charles. Okay. Continue. So right now, per departmental policy, I'm just going to inventory search your vehicle and tow your car. He's not a felon. I don't know why he's tripping about that. He's a felon? Do y'all know him by chance? Okay. So I ran his license plate, which you have no reasonable expectation of privacy of your license plate. We don't have to have a reason to run your license plate. We found that the registered owner of this vehicle has a suspended driver's license. We saw him in the car, pulled him over. And he jumped out immediately and started arguing with us, talking about how he studied law, which, cool, I hope he did. That's great. But it's an unclassified misdemeanor in the state of Arkansas to drive on a suspended driver's license. That's why he was put in handcuffs. He was tensing up. So to avoid a fight, we went ahead and put him in handcuffs because that's where that was going.
Told him he was being arrested.
Yes, for driving on suspended driver's license.
You're arresting him for misdemeanor?
Yes. And then, so per my departmental policy.
Freedom is rights, though, when you're arresting him.
We're not holding.
Schindler. Okay. Let's just.
You guys. It doesn't matter. I paid them to do their job. I'm a taxpayer.
And we just got a gun from a convicted felon.
Okay.
Okay. You tell me he's under arrest. Just tell me he's under arrest for having a gun.
Oh, I mentioned the guy.
Hey, Mr. Terry.
Yeah.
Don't kick your feet out.
I'm not.
Hey, my supervisor's on the way.
Yeah, but y'all pulled me up for no reason, man.
Pulled you over because you're driving on a suspended
Y'all
license.
pulled me up for that's no reason. You can't do that, man.
Okay, well, right now you're under arrest for possession of a firearm by certain persons because you're a convicted felon. There's a gun underneath your seat, and you're the only person in the car.
Okay, well, I'm not worried about that because that gun's registered to my wife, so I'm not worried about it.
Guns aren't registered in the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not. You're incorrect.
That's her gun.
Well,
It belongs to
hey,
her.
so let's just quit this back and forth, and let's just take it in court.
I'm not worried about it, man.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
You seem pretty worried about it.
Yeah.
The guy in custody. So we stopped, we ran his tags, found the registered owner, and his suspended driver's license. Conducted a stop on that BC. As we're pulling in, we see his tag, and he immediately jumps out, locks the door. He's putting his hands in his pockets. I tell him once, okay, take your hands out of your pockets. He does it again. Brandon grabs his arm, and we're going back and forth about how he's not under arrest and studied law for 10. He's being super ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Acting like he has something in the car. Going back and forth how he studied law for 10 years. Tell me that driving on suspended is not a misdemeanor. It is. He keeps tensing up. We go ahead and cuff him. Tell him he's under arrest for driving on suspended driver's license. Identify him. I'm going to fill his vehicle per department policy. Tell him that per department policy and Supreme Court case law, I'm going to conduct a inventory search of the car. I didn't say Supreme Court case law to him, but we both you and I know it. So I'm going to conduct an inventory search. Look inside. Look underneath the seat where valuable things such as firearms are usually kept. So we're doing an inventory search and there's a gun, and he is a convicted felon. So he is under arrest for possession of firearm by certain persons. So he is in the backseat of the car. He has not been thoroughly searched yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey, Brandon, let's go ahead and get a real search on this guy.
You the sergeant? Yes, okay. What's your name, sir? I'm Charles Hunt. Charles Hunt? H-U-N-T? Hunt. Okay. Your officers, I know you see farther than them because we're going to the Supreme Court. I hope you know that. I told them I'm studying law for 10 years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay? There's no way these guys could have known that was me in the car.
Let's not forget that he's a sovereign citizen, so that's one less gun in the hands of a certified lunatic as well.
Policy and Supreme Court case law, I'm going to conduct a inventory search of the car. I didn't say Supreme Court case law to him, but both you and I know it. So I'm going to conduct an inventory search. Look inside. Look underneath the seat where valuable things such as firearms are usually kept. So we're doing an inventory search and there's a gun, and he is a convicted felon. So he is under arrest for possession of firearms by certain persons. So he is in the backseat of the car. He has not been thoroughly searched yet. So let's go ahead and do that. Hey, Brandon, let's go ahead and get a real search on this guy.
You the sergeant? Yes, sir. Okay. What's your name, sir? I'm Charles Hunt. Charles Hunt? H-U-N-T? Hunt. Okay. Your officers, I know you see farther than them because we're going to the Supreme Court. I hope you know that. I told them I'm studying law for 10 years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay? There's no way these guys could have known that was me in the car.
Yeah, officer, there's no way they could have known that I was driving the car that was registered to me as identified by the very publicly displayed license plates that were attached to the car I was driving.
They had no RS. Okay?
Go ahead and take a seat for me.
Reasonable articulate suspicion. They had none because they didn't know who was in the car. My wife could have been in the car. For all they knew. So that's why I'm taking y'all to the Supreme Court. Okay. And I'm going to get $1 million for every day I sit in jail.
Okay, well, you just gained another charge. Attempt to influence. You just gained another charge. Attempt to influence law enforcement.
No, I'm not.
Congratulations.
No,
Kansas versus Glover is the United States Supreme Court case that clarifies that a vehicle return. It's Say it again, sir.
No,
it has not. No, it has.
No, it is not.
Okay. So what?
Well, we're not going to the U.S. Supreme Court because they're not going to rehear the case they just judged on in 2020.
So, Mr. Glover,
I'll get a free flight out of it. I'll see you there.
Mr. Glover, are you aware which Supreme Court case says I'm allowed to conduct an inventory search of your vehicle? Because I'm pretty sure you just said overturn just to disagree with me. Because that's quite obviously not true.
Overturned. I love these officers. They've definitely watched their fair share of sovereign citizens getting owned on YouTube, because from this point on they continuously troll him about his soft tardy and beliefs. Now, as far as Kansas v. Glover, that wasn't overturned. It was a 2019 case where a circuit court in Kansas found that an officer could pull over a vehicle on the public roadway if the registration came back to an invalid driver. The district court overturned the circuit court. The appellate court overturned the district court. The Kansas Supreme Court overturned the appellate court, and the U.S. Supreme Court overturned the Kansas Supreme Court, and held that pulling over a car because the license plate comes back to an invalid driver's license is reasonable, and not a violation of the Fourth Amendment.
Okay. Alright, so what is the paramount pillar of Fourth Amendment involving law enforcement? What Supreme Court case?
Man, I'm not going to discuss this with you.
Okay.
Man, I've discussed that.
Nope.
I plead the fifth.
That's fine. I was just trying to help you understand, that's all.
No, you can't help me understand.
Come over here, please.
You understand. Y'all still on the codes.
What code?
Y'all are.
What code? No, actually, that is a legitimate question. What code? Like criminal code? Is that what you're talking about?
That's color of law.
Well, yeah. Everything I've done today has been well within the color of law.
Color of law. It's not. The color of law is not law, then you know.
That doesn't make any sense.
If it's not color of law, you know it's not law.
Where's the study law?
Don't worry about all that, man.
Okay.
All that doesn't matter. That's where it's coming from. No.
He ain't lying. Every one of you self-proclaimed scholars, and yes, I'm talking to you, delete laws, got their education from Professor Google at YouTube University, but just because you have a PhD in Wikipediology does not make you a scholar.
So, law, the contract you said.
Well, it is a contract, right?
Sure, but it's required by law to have that driver's license. And yours has been suspended. Correct. Which is a misdemeanor offense in the state of Arkansas, which is why you were taken into custody. That's what I was trying to explain to you. We could have avoided all of that arguing back and forth if you would just, Yes. And then, for my departmental policy, if somebody is driving on a suspended driver's license, I have to tow their vehicle. I'm not allowed to let somebody come get it. I have to tow it. And per the United States Supreme Court case law of South Dakota versus Opperman, I can conduct an inventory search of your vehicle prior to towing it. While conducting an inventory search of your vehicle, discovered a firearm underneath your driver's seat. When we ran you an ACIC, when we checked to see if your license was valid, we saw that you were a convicted felon. And you're in possession of a firearm, which is a felony offense in the state of Arkansas. So just so you're aware of everything you're being charged with, possession of a firearm by certain persons. No, you do though. I'm a police officer.
I'm trying to figure out, like, you trying to tell me, you trying to speak legalese to me. I'm like, dude, that's not even registered because there's certain things you don't even understand.
So talk about projection. If there's anyone who's lacking this self-awareness to understand what's going on, it's you, and that officer is speaking to you in common English, not legalese. If it was legalese, it would sound a little something like this. Upon the date of the incident in question, the defendant, here and after referred to as __ was apprehended by duly authorized agents of the state, and subsequently charged with the commission of the criminal offenses of possession of a firearm by a person that was previously convicted of a felony in contravention of Arkansas Code Annotated 573-103 in operation of a motor vehicle on a public roadway without a valid driver's license in contravention to Arizona Code Annotated 27,106,602, both of which are actions prescribed under the laws of the state of Arkansas and subject to Legal repercussions. So now that we've all smoked that sweet, sweet legalese, let's inform our stupid game contestant what stupid prizes he won.
So you're being charged with possession of a firearm by certain persons, attempt to influence a law enforcement officer, driving on suspended license, and driving a vehicle with improper window tint, because the front right passenger window on your vehicle tested to have 4% light level transmission. In the state of Arkansas, the windows to the left and right of the driver are required to have 25% or greater light transmission level. Also, upon checking you and ACIC, we discovered you had a failure to pay warrant at a Little Rock traffic court. So you're being charged with 1 count of failure to pay. And then you had 2 additional warrants at a Little Rock environmental court for failure to appear. Those warrants are LR 21-422 and LR 20-4168. So you're being charged with 2 counts of failure to appear out of Little Rock environmental court.
Okay.
Say it again, sir.
I had a cold down pat.
Yep. I'm expected to. It's my job. Well, tell me how I'm wrong, since you're so smart. Tell me how I'm wrong. Yes, please. What did I do wrong? So I can, you studied law for 10 years, so I can do it right the next time. Let me. Okay.
Y'all let me do it right now.
Can you tell me about Terry versus Ohio? What about Pennsylvania versus Mims?
Versus Murdoch?
Mims.
Versus Murdoch?
Yeah, what about Illinois versus Wardlow? What about Maryland versus Wilson? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm asking, you study law for 10 years.
You'll get there one day.
No, I'm saying.
So you study law for 10 years.
No, I'm saying. I thought you said Murdoch versus King.
I didn't. I said Pennsylvania versus Mims.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
What about Terry versus Ohio? You know that one?
Terry versus Ohio?
Yes, sir.
What does it say?
Well, I'm asking you. You studied law for 10 years. You would know that.
What does it say?
I'm asking you.
Because you're the one telling us we don't know anything. So we're just trying to see if you got anything.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
So where'd you study law? Where'd you study law?
You haven't been paying your you said Murdoch?
Well, that's one thing we do disagree with is taxes.
Y'all have a business card?
A business card? No, sir.
No.
Not a business.
City does not give us those.
Got the codes on now.
Yes, sir.
Every single day?
Expect you to. It's my job.
The plate just show up on hot sheet, so that one did. They're not supposed to, but I know there's the third or second one that we stopped, and it's on there, but it's their car, so I don't know.
Everything's on the Admiralty and Maritime.
Say it again, sir.
Everything is on the Admiralty and Maritime. Just remember that.
Maritime?
He's a sovereign citizen. He just doesn't know.
Where, like boats?
He's a sovereign citizen. He just doesn't know what's on where he want to do. One or the other.
There's such thing as a sovereign citizen.
Okay. You're more nation then?
So the reason he's saying that is because everything you were saying is consistent with what sovereign citizens say. That's all. Say it again.
That don't even make sense, man.
Nothing you have said in the past hour has made sense.
The officer has a point. All 3 of you rode to the police station together, but only one of you is an idiot that's dumb enough to think you arrived on a boat.
I'm trying to figure out why officer of the law trying to spit legalese at me.
I'm not spitting legalese. I'm spitting facts.
Why don't you practice? Why don't you make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year?
In all seriousness, you should. If you do have a law degree, you
You're
should.
a little smart. Why don't
You really should. Go be a lawyer.
Be a lawyer?
Yeah.
You think I should be a lawyer?
Yeah. If you have a law degree, why not?
So why wouldn't you make the money off of it?
In all seriousness, like, all jokes aside, if you really do have a law degree, go be a lawyer. It's great money. It really is. I don't have the, I'm not cut out for law school. I probably wouldn't pass. I'm not that great at school. And I like being a police officer. I don't want to be a lawyer. Pretty good police officer, though. Yeah, I love being a police officer. It's what I've wanted to do since I was a child. You wouldn't have lawyers if you didn't have police officers. Not an argument. I'd say I like being a police officer.
We don't really need police officers. We got sheriffs.
Oh.
You are a sovereign citizen. You just don't know.
You just confirmed it.
We don't.
You just confirmed it.
We don't really need them.
You need to write that down because you need to figure out what's up.
So what does a sheriff's deputy do that's different than what I do? They enforce criminal law. They.
Why would we just hire more sheriffs?
What's the difference?
Just about to be, I mean,
A sheriff is elected. Okay. A mayor is elected. A mayor appoints a chief of police. Chief of police hires police officers. What is the difference between a sheriff? A sheriff is elected and appoints sheriff's deputies.
Hey, Bucky, you got any gold fringe flags in here?
That officer really just asked if there were any gold fringe flags there. At this point, Officer Chad is just being cruel and unusual to the mental. __. It should be remanded to P. Barnes Sovereign Citizen Taser Task Force immediately.
But what I'm asking you is, what is the difference? What can a sheriff's deputy do that I can't do?
This is what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Yes, please do. Please help me.
What does cop stand for?
It's a short term for copper, and the term is derived from when police officers used to wear copper badges.
Absolutely not.
So what does COP stand for? Tell me.
Constable on patrol.
Okay.
That's a version that some people.
That's a version that some people say.
You can look in the Black's Law Dictionary. It'll tell you the same thing.
The what?
Black's Law Dictionary.
What is that?
The Law Dictionary. You ever read the Law Dictionary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Charles, I need you to come to the realization that you are, in fact, a sovereign citizen. And just go ahead and embrace it.
I 100 agree you're a sovereign citizen, so you've essentially given up on being successful in life already. And you might as well embrace it like you embrace the lead spork when you eat your.
No. Because everything you've cited is
if this
going down the list of I'm a sovereign citizen.
Charles, if any of this
missing is I didn't have to break the window to drag you out of the car.
And Charles, if any of this conversation is offending you, we can stop it. I'm actually quite enjoying it. So if it's bothering you, we'll stop.
Like that's the only thing missing from sovereign citizen bingo.
That don't bother me.
Don't call it.
What is a motor?
Something driven on the street by a motor, powered by a typically combustion engine. It gets you from point A to point B.
What's the auto trust account number?
I don't even know what that is, Charles.
Today, Charles.
Were you driving or traveling?
It's over.
You're traveling.
It's over with, man.
I'm feeling like we're getting to the traveling part here.
Well, everything I do is framed in the Constitution of the United States.
Everything you did today was unconstitutional.
Which part of it was?
Pulling me over.
Okay, how's that unconstitutional?
You had no reason. You had no RAS. You had no reason, articulate suspicion to pull my car.
I had reasonable suspicion to believe you were driving on a suspended driver's license.
Man. If I go to the Supreme Court, they'll say the same thing.
Actually, they're going to say, look at all these different Supreme Court cases that prove you're wrong.
The one they just decided on within the last few years.
Yeah, because people not going up there. Yeah, because you have to go up there and tell them that. They can overturn it. It could be overturned.
You're going to go up.
It can't be overturned?
The Supreme Court
They can't be there too. They can be.
Okay, right.
And tell them to overturn it because you Charles Hunt.
Oh, God, man. Why are you doing this?
So what I
Y'all
think...
had 6 months of police training and no law. Why are we talking about law?
You know what I think you're mad about? I think you're mad you got caught with a gun.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have.
That you're not allowed to have.
You're a felon.
Yeah.
I'm mad because my civil rights were trampled over.
Which one?
All of them.
A legal scholar like you has a lot of work to do because that argument will not hold up in the Supreme Court. You're gonna need to clearly identify which one of your civil rights are violated, and exactly how simply stating that all of your rights were violated will make you look stupider than you already look, and you already look like an idiot. Alright guys, that's the end of the video. The original video was over an hour long, so obviously I cut out a lot, so if you'd like to see the original uncut version, a link will be in the description, and while you're there, go ahead and drop a sub to Arkansas Police Activity. They're the ones that found the video, and I would really appreciate it, but not before you sub to my channel. Leave a like if you liked the video, a dislike if you disliked it, in a comment below. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out foreign.